Hello, everyone. It has been a while.
Too long.
Yeah, way too long. I'm gonna get serious here just for a little bit, and I know that's not like the Jean-Pod Van Damme cast to do, but I want to thank all those who gave me their well wishes and condolences and their thoughts and prayers. It means a lot. It was an unfortunate situation, but taking it day by day, and I'm glad that we're back in studio to record for the Jean-Pod Van Damme cast.
Hell yeah.
Thank you all for understanding as well. That was the first time ever that we went absent a week.
I know.
This show has been consistent. Out of all the shows that I've done
and that I've done.
I mean, even the Accidental Wrestling Fan in the beginning, the first episode came out in May, and then the second one came out in October. But then after that, they're weekly. They still are weekly, but yeah. So thank you all. That's my personal heartfelt thank you. Next up, some very exciting news.
Uh-oh.
We have a new patron.
Yes.
Woo! Thank you so much to David Stroop. Not only that, David contacted me, he emailed me, and we talked back and forth, and he made an absolutely amazing Jean-Claude Van Damme mix. I kid you not.
Yes, I listened to it as well.
We both listened to it. I listened to it quite a few times, not gonna lie. I thoroughly enjoy it.
It's my new study mix.
That's what I told David. I said, "Hey man, this is definitely a workout mix for me.
Hell
I
yeah.
absolutely love it." We're gonna put that up in the show notes here. And he also suggested a good topic idea for us for an episode, which I can't believe we never even thought about. Which all credit goes to him with our personal top five Van Damme films. So we're going to do that episode sometime soon. And thank you for suggesting that.
I'm shocked that neither of us thought of that either. It's like...
It's like you would think that it was like, wow, well, why not? We went through all the filmography. What's our top five?
Yeah.
And we're just too taken back by those splits. That's why.
Yeah.
Still to this
day. Captivating.
So today, we are back at it again. And I am very, very happy. You know that we've really been waiting for Van Damme's filmography.
I wouldn't say patiently waiting, but...
Blackwater's supposed to be coming out sometime soon. We don't know. I check about once a week, see if it's hit the U.S. airwaves yet in some way, shape, or form, and I haven't seen anything yet, so yeah. It's been so long since we've done an episode that I was just like, what? No Retreat, No Surrender are we on? So today's episode, we are reviewing No Retreat, No Surrender 3, Blood Brothers from 1990. This R-rated 1 hour and 41 minute action, I would say even comedy.
Yeah, I would call it an action comedy.
And it's the plot, thanks to Icy Shadow from Rocket Mail. That's an old school email address right there. Two feuding brothers, one a policeman, the other a martial arts expert, of different political views, join forces to avenge the death of their father, a retired agent killed by the mafia.
That's not very accurate in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of...
The one brother was a CIA agent.
Yeah.
And then they weren't the mafia, were they?
I was going to say...
They were a terrorist organization.
They were a terrorist organization, not the mafia, but...
I mean, I'm sure they had their fingers in the mob in some way. They were a little vague on what exactly they were. Yeah,
I was just gonna say it was very vague. It was very vague. Like they were like, oh, yeah,
they're bad guys.
Yeah, they're bad guys.
They want to do evil things.
I think that's the one great thing about this is the fact that it is like these are just bad guys that want to do evil things.
Yeah,
don't look more into it. So, yeah, there we have it. This is directed by Lucas Lowe. Writer was Keith W. Strandberg. And we have Lauren Avedon.
His triumphant return.
I know, I was going to say, he's not reprising his role, but he's back. He's playing Will Alexander. Keith Vitale plays Casey Alexander. Joseph Campanella plays John Alexander, the dad. Wanda Acuna plays Maria. Luke Askew plays Aderon. Ryan Hunter plays Franco. Mark Russo plays Russo, Franco's henchman. And I think that's good.
Yeah.
Let's see. Keith Vitale. Ooh, he was in Revenge of the Ninja.
Oh, yeah.
Wheels on Meals. Super Fights. Have we? Oh, he's only been in 9 roles. Wow. Let's see what else. Force 5. No Retreat, No Surrender 3. American Kickboxer. Super Fights. Blood Moon. The Cutoff. And Nash Bridges.
He was in Nash Bridges.
Yep, for 1 episode. 1998 is when his career stopped, which
He just did everything that
I was gonna
a
say.
person can do in acting, really.
Hopefully he didn't die. There's not saying anything like, hey, he's dead. So
Yeah.
I don't know. He doesn't have an IMDb photo, so he's gone from acting anyway. The father, you might have seen him in Mannix. Let's see, 194 roles to his name.
Damn.
Last thing he was in was Lost Dream in 2009. He was in CSI Crime Scene Investigation as Grizzly Geezer. Oh, man. The Bold and the Beautiful. Okay, that's where
he's a soap.
Yep. Jonathan
veteran,
Young, 97 episodes. So
Okay, yeah.
he's been there a while. I'm trying to see anything. He was in 1 episode of Star Trek Voyager as Federation Arbitrator.
All right.
That's Life TV series as Joe.
I don't remember That's Life.
I know. I'm trying to think.
It
like,
sounds familiar.
I think it was a very short-lived TV series.
Well, that's life.
Hey! Spider-Man cartoon series from '94. Dr. Kurt Connors.
What?
Yeah.
He's Kurt Connors?
He's Kurt
Oh, no
Connors.
kidding.
Yeah, there we go.
I thought he sounded familiar.
Yep, that name.
He was in a lot of episodes then.
Yeah, he was, man. He was also in the Spider-Man Cartoon Maker 1995 video game.
I had that video game.
Did you? What was that for?
PC. You
Nice.
made little animated cutscenes. And yeah, like
Oh,
half the
that's awesome.
characters, instead of walking, they would like backflip or jump. So when they'd be going in the camera view, they would just be flipping over and over again instead of walking
Yeah.
away. It was amazing.
Oh, that's sweet. I wish I played that. He was in Renegade for 1 episode
Yes.
as Henry. I think that should be like our legitimate next.
I would love to review the
Podcast.
entire Renegade.
I was going to say, there's not too many seasons. I guess 5 seasons maybe?
Hell
It says
yeah.
TV series 1992 to 97. So how many seasons do you think that is? 4 or 5, I guess?
Yeah, I would assume. Man, I haven't watched an episode of Renegade.
I know. It's been forever.
that
It's been forever.
was Lorenzo Lamas, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. Batman the Animated Series as the crime doctor, Dr. Matthew Thorne, for 1 episode.
Huh. I vaguely remember that.
All right, he's been in a lot, so that's where you know him. 1 day at a time, and I'll leave it at that. Do we have a tagline for this? Yes.
What is it?
The first was for honor. The second for his country. This time it's family. Okay, so the first, No Retreat, for honor. And the
Yeah.
second one
Wasn't really for his
not really
country
for his
in any
country
way,
at
shape,
all.
or form, but
no. And I would say it was this time again for family.
yeah.
So
Doesn't sound as good, though.
no, not necessarily, but you know.
Maybe there was another sequel that we don't know about that was the first original intended sequel.
You know? Who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe
These are
there's-
anthology sequels, so the spiritual successor.
So we open up, we're in Washington, D.C. at some bank robbery or something. I don't know. There's police all over the place. The Blood Brothers, that's the flashes up on the screen. Guy on a roof as a sniper. There's some dudes that have taken over the bank. No, I want to live. Please don't kill me. Kill her. Pulls the
Helpful,
lady.
suggestive, you know.
Yep. Oh, man. Americans, such humanity. Dude ends up having a sword in his crutch. He's on crutches.
I thought he looked weird because like the way he was walking on crutches isn't.
That's not how you
Yeah.
walk on crutches at all. Yeah, that would have been my first thought if I was in a terrorist organization. I'd be like,
Yeah.
that dude on crutches does not look like he knows how to walk. So he ends up having a sword in his crutch. He's killing dudes, shooting them. A guy dies and falls over the railing. This is kind of America you're up against, and you don't stand a chance, asshole. And then he says, anyone hurt? And I don't know what happened there. Something ridiculous happened there because I'm
He gave
laughing.
oh god, the ridiculous shit-eating grin he gave to the woman that he suggested to be killed.
Yeah.
It was like the worst acting in the world.
Oh god, it was. His acting was just way above top.
And he blocked a bullet from an AK-47 by holding out his arm. So
Yeah, that's right, he did. That's right.
Tough arms, man.
I know, man. Next up, some dude at a gym or something fighting a bunch of dudes. Oh, he's having a class. He's teaching people about self-defense, contact training. Like, this is the only way to survive on the street.
Some Frank Duke style
yeah, dude. Yeah.
dojo instruction.
Seriously. His dad calls him, tells him to get there to his place. He and his family seem not to be able to stand each other. They keep talking about, like, remember the time at the hunting trip? And it's just like, oh, okay, what's going on here? Next, we see him working on a computer. It's like some 56K internet.
Hell yeah.
Page is taking forever to load. Meanwhile, two dudes dressed in suits come up to the house. This is the father I'm talking about. One guy gets easily taken out. Another guy has a gun on him. It's the old man. They make some joke about a sports team beating another, and then the suit pays the dad. We also see the suit's partner handcuffed to a tree. So he took him out. Had all the time in the world to handcuff this rookie.
It was like 100 feet away.
Yeah,
too.
dude, it was. It was like just... And they're going to leave him there to teach him a lesson. Oh, absolutely ridiculous. Sounds like the baby boomers making fun of the millennials. The young guys are different from the way things used to be. a lot of that every generation gap type.
Oh yeah.
The guy comes in to warn him that some guys are out to get him for whatever reason. Wanted to leave that guy who he tied up as a bodyguard. This is comrades forever, my friend. To Red Square and back. And I was like, what? What's going on here?
Wait, so they were World War II veterans or something?
I know, I guess. And then he flips on his computer monitor to see some guy's face that finally took forever to download.
And what a face.
And then there was a beautiful Volkswagen commercial shot there. Slugbugs, no slugs back.
Son of a bitch.
We get a montage of the brothers. One just got laid. The other's eating a sub in his car. Getting water splashed on him from another vehicle while looking in his trunk. It's a birthday party. The one brother is surrounded by women when the other younger brother shows up looking like a sore thumb in that puffy jean jacket with the khaki pants.
Yes.
Oh, it was so ridiculous. He and his brother are already butting heads.
They never really said why they hate each other so much.
Yeah, I know.
And they kind of hinted on it. Like,
yeah.
The one was more successful as a CIA agent, and the other one was just a lowly business-owning martial arts instructor with his own dojo. Yeah. I didn't really get why he'd have anything to be ashamed of, but...
So he's like, the older brother's like, hey, Dad, we got you a present. It's a round-the-world ticket first class. And this gets the younger brother pissed off. And the jacket is like some Russian propaganda piece. It had like CCCR on the back or whatever. It was crazy.
And this was before the fall of the Berlin Wall too.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I really was wondering, I think he made some one-liner in there that he wore it on purpose at the place.
Yeah.
But he's upset that his brother paid for the ticket. Maybe if you admitted to me you were a spy, I'd respect them more.
Yeah, okay. The plot is, this is the part that you don't pay attention very much to.
No, exactly.
Okay, they don't like each other.
Even in the movie, I feel like they're like, don't pay attention to this part.
Don't worry. We swear there's an action scene coming up.
Yeah. He leaves, forgets that he has his dad's present in his car. Back at home, his dad hears something. Asks if it's Will. He's scoping out the place. Pulls out a knife from his wall. There's a guy behind him with some piano wire. They fight back and forth, and he's being choked. Stabs the dude in the stomach. Dude pulls the knife out to stab him, gets knocked over the banister, and dies.
Didn't he? It was like a crazy torpedo flying headbutt.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. Another guy cuts the phone line as Will calls and kicks
Probably
the
should have
dad.
done that before they attacked
Yeah, I know.
him.
Come on, guys. You're not really the smartest
step one,
terrorist
step two.
organization. Two dudes show up. Who the hell are you? All in good time, Mr. Alexander, and we have plenty of that. They're the one baddie, he was really creepy looking. He almost looked like Kiefer Sutherland in Lost Boys.
Yeah, he looked like Kiefer Sutherland in Lost Boys if he had like an extra chromosome or something. No, he did. He had really bizarre features.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Like no chin and
it was a very gigantic forehead.
Yeah, like bleach blonde hair,
yeah, man.
super orange tan.
Yeah.
Very I could not place where the hell he was.
It was like he just came from a Billy Idol lookalike contest. The guy beats the shit out of him. He's hitting all the tricks he can, but it's not enough. The Kiefer Sutherland guy throws a ninja star at him. He gets kicked through the glass door and over the banister into the pool. Will shows up looking for his dad, finds his dad dead in the pool. Casey shows up. They start arguing over the death of their dad. I love Dad!
Amazing acting.
The only thing that was keeping us together is dead. Just leave me alone! Then we get the 21 gun salute funeral. I don't want your sorrow. I want action. Will takes off. Will take care of it. Casey basically calls him crazy. We're at the CIA. The big guy says he can't get involved in the investigation because it's too personal. They tell him to go to Hawaii and soak up some sun. He agrees. Or does he? He's looking at
they
files.
had me fooled,
Yeah, I know, me too.
I was like, hey, he's just going to go.
Yeah, okay, yeah, all right, sweet.
Makes sense.
So he's looking at files and finds a file with his dad. He meets some supercomputer hacker dude, and he wants to see a chunk of the file that's missing. He's giving the guy the clearance to look on the computer. You love it when I talk dirty, he says to the computer.
Didn't he call it a dirty slut or something like that?
Yeah. It was absolutely ridiculous. There's something about Franco. They're not knowing why he is here. Casey is now in a parking lot. Some girl is out on the floor. These guys try to attack him. He's not a girl. It's a fight. They are trying to take revenge on Casey for the comrades at the bank. His brother comes in and saves him from getting run over. They all start fighting, and then some crazy fight choreography right here.
These are where these movies always shine. They have really good fight choreography.
Yeah, man. Yeah. His brother just shoots the rest of the dudes. Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm done fighting. Bah, 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 bah. They're all dead. Like I've been telling you, Will, this is the big leagues, and this is how you play the game. I'll take care of it. Go up to the apartment.
I got a mess to clean up.
I got to clean this up.
Got to hide these 9 bodies really quick.
Really cool when you join the CIA. No one bats an eyelash at a bunch of dudes.
One in drag.
He smiles and adjusts his tie at his brother and then walks off. And there's a pile of bodies behind. He goes up to his apartment, tries to get in, the door's locked, and we see a note from Will saying he's going back home because he has classes to teach, and he'll call when things have quieted down. Next scene, his brother somehow gets into the apartment after saying Will had his keys, which is absolutely hilarious because he's like, oh man, I'm locked out of my apartment. And then next scene, he's in there. No, it was basically
CIA'd his way into the building.
That's how it goes.
Yep.
We have a voiceover of Casey asking to give him a list of flights to Florida. He arrives, and it's a party.
Yeah.
I love Florida!
So many long butts.
Oh, long butts everywhere, man. Long butts everywhere.
Those are making a comeback, too.
I know, now?
Bikini.
Yeah, seriously, man.
It's great.
So meanwhile, the bad guy is playing darts. Something about an airport situation is going on. There's a report from DC. The mission was a failure. A moment of silence for our fallen comrades. Casey meets up with another CIA buddy to get the scoop on everything. Will is one step ahead of him. Casey shows up at his place, but has left a note at the front desk saying he's too late. Will is at some dojo that seems empty. As soon as he's about to leave, dudes come out of nowhere and attack him. We get some sweet splits on a banister on the stairs. That was pretty awesome.
It was.
And then they all laugh and hug.
Yeah. They're all just friends that, ambush each other for fun.
That's what we always do.
Yep,
that's why I really felt connected to this movie. You walk to the door, I punch you right in the face.
Hey, swing a sword at me, I catch it between my palms, Yep.
You're getting really good at that.
Thank you. I got a callus.
He needs their help. Who do we have to kill? That guy said that line before. His brother is checking to see if Will has checked into other hotels, but there's no luck there. His brother is going to find another way to find Will. Meanwhile, Will is talking with the people, trying to get some answers. Casey is looking at the pool for answers. Instead, he finds beautiful women in bikinis. This girl is all sweet to him, then gets angry and kicks him into the pool. Where did you go? That was weird.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Their whole relationship.
They have a relationship.
Yeah.
You made it sound like they didn't. Just and then all of a sudden this girl pops up out of nowhere and she's pissed at him.
And it never got any more normal.
Nope. Next, Will finds himself in a bar. The typical stereotypes there. Hey, pal, that seat's taken. Yeah, by me. Flips open the butterfly knife. Like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Will's buddies all walk in. Where's this guy, Angel? Oh, God. I got to quote this. This is a bad line. Oh, no. Probably a goddamn queer.
It only got better, that entire bar scene, too.
I know. Yep. And, yeah. Everyone starts fighting.
Some casual usage of the word faggot left and right.
Yep, yes, very much so. There's a weasel-looking motherfucker sitting at the bar trying to get away. They pretend to get beat up by Will, take off running. He's the only one left in the bar with the weasel dude. Calls himself Jesse. We could use a man like you. Interested? Meanwhile, Casey tells his ex all about his dad. Franco killed his dad and he's there in Florida. I guess it's not my smile that brought you back. I guess you want me to get involved.
The acting in this whole scene was top notch from both of them. I couldn't tell who was a better actor.
She'll do whatever he wants. I don't want you to leave. You left me once, and I won't want you to leave me again. They kiss. Now we're at some warehouse. There's bad guys all around. There's a creepy bad guy. Your real name is not Jesse. Is your real name Franco? Ha ha. I like this guy. Franco, he's with the government. I recognize him. Your man is wrong. My men are never wrong. There's always a first time.
Got him.
Start fighting him. He takes one guy out easily. The second guy's a bit harder. Franco throws some dart star. It's like lawn darts, I think.
Yeah, it just looked like a lawn dart.
I was like, oh, that's where all of the, once they went illegal, you bought
That's the reason they became illegal.
Yep, right there. He's a true warrior, a fighter. We need a blood drop to be sure. He is the one. Who is that guy? Someone to fear. I'm going, what the hell is going on in this movie right now?
Pretty sure the actors were asking the same thing.
Yep. So the girl tells the weasel-looking dude that the FBI is wanting to raid their facility. To the revolution! Two of the baddies follow the girl and Casey. Back at the warehouse, there's guns everywhere, and dudes are just watching all over the place. The weasel-looking dude is talking with the white-haired creep about what to do. They want Will to kill a man, an enemy of the cause. He takes the keys and leaves. Casey doesn't need her anymore. Oh, gosh.
Yes.
Yeah. Just gets weird, terrible acting. Will goes to the house, sees it's Casey. They start to kind of fight while they talk about what's going on. And meanwhile, the bad guys are outside watching.
Just watching from the car.
Yep, to make sure Will takes out Casey. And he's choking him to death, you know, like
with
in
curtains,
the window pane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really hilarious.
Choking him to death by wrapping him up in the curtains.
Yeah.
Very effectively, too, because he couldn't get out of it.
Yeah, man. So, First Blood, he walks out and slaps the guy's hand. Casey is tied up in the curtain. Some guy wants to meet Jesse. He walks in, the bad guy is a part of the CIA.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's the dude that took over his dad's job. That one buddy.
Yeah. Can't trust those CIA guys.
That's what I always say. Have you guys been watching Narcos? Casey is caught as well. There's this line called, "You kill him, I won't do the job." And I'm going, what? If he does what he's told to do, he will win yours and his freedom.
Which is very reasonable of them, I feel.
Yeah.
Normally they would just kill them.
Just kill him, right. They told him to take hostage the Mozambique ambassador, which is like one of the only times Mozambique is probably actually relevant in one of these
it's true.
Action films.
Although it does get referenced in Cyborg 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, you're right. Wow, look at that connection. That's 6 degrees. It's going to be at the airport, so they can't have weapons there. The terrible. They have his brother chained up to the fence.
Yes,
and the terrible electricity graphics going through him when he's getting shocked. Absolutely hilarious. Will refuses to let Casey die. He's saying he doesn't have a choice. These are our demands. Tell the cameras what we want. Make a mistake, your brother dies. They got the girl as well. And the creep insinuates that he raped her.
Yeah, that was awkward.
They handcuff her to the fence as well. Casey's acting, I think it was Casey, acting bad to her, calling her a whore, a prostitute. Tells the bad guys to have their way with her. They do, and he busts out a knife in his boots.
Yeah, it was like
the
weirdest attempted rape. Like the one guy was like biting at her like calf or something.
Yeah, man, yeah.
And they all jump in at once. It was very strange.
Yeah, really. Really
one of the least realistic attempted rape scenes I've seen in cinema.
Yeah, I guess if like you have weird fetishes, now would be the time to do it without any questions.
That's true. So yeah, if you're like,
we can have her way with her.
Yeah.
Well, I really love biting cats. So he kills the dude, sets the girl free, and they take off in a car. They got to get to the airport before Will gets there. The plane lands, the bad guys show up and send Will in. His brother is trying to race there, gets there in time. Will drops out of the ceiling and gets the ambassador by the neck. The police are all around. He tells the people demands must be heard. The weasel guy pulls a gun on the girl.
See, like, this is where I was confused where they say they can't use guns because it's an airport.
Yeah.
Like, everyone else has guns.
Yep. Yep, exactly. So Casey takes some dude out. They run away with the ambassador. The bad guy sneaks by the gate in an ice cream-looking van. The brothers get on a plane with the ambassador and send it off. They escape on a motorbike. Air Force One has just landed as well. The bad guys bring out a bazooka. It's President Bush. And honestly, is that Donald Trump with him? Like, legitimately. Like, they use stock footage of President Bush. Probably without even asking.
Oh, I'm certain.
And it looked like Trump was with him at the time, a young
predicting it.
Yep.
Calling it.
We're going to get a remake of No Retreat, No Surrender 3. Oh, man. The brothers show up and start kicking butt of the bad guys. The girl shoots and hits the brother in the arm.
Yeah. And then when he says, no, don't, she later tries to shoot him again.
Yeah. Yep. The guys take off. The brothers hang on to the van and go to some airport hangar. They close the door and search for the bad guys and get jumped. The creep is getting the upper hand. He gets a foot knife into the stomach. Fighting on the scaffolding was crazy. The creep runs up it and kicks Will down.
Yeah.
Casey dives underneath him to break his fall.
Which, he like broke his fall by sliding underneath and he landed on his back.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Ow.
Yeah.
Ow.
Oof.
They double team the creep. Crazy fight scene between the three of them. I already made the jarts joke here. I said I never knew a man to be so dangerous with jarts. He gets it kicked back into his chest. The bad CIA guy shows up with a shotgun. He shoots the creep. The bad guy says he shows up, shoots the bad guy, and saves them. The bad CIA guy, I mean. Then he points the gun at them. We hear a gunshot. Someone shot the bad CIA guy. It was the girl. And that's when she's about to shoot the brother before Casey stops her. The police have their guns drawn. The three open the hangar. The old CIA friend says, hold your fire. They all laugh and greet each other for the end.
And it was all presumably sorted out.
And everything was okay because once you work for the CIA, this happens
all just
weekly.
Gets swept under the rug, yeah.
Yeah, so they're used
I just felt bad for the Mozambique ambassador.
I know, man. They like put him in the plane and the plane just takes off. And it was like, is he okay?
Yeah. I mean, welcome to America, I guess.
Yeah, seriously. What a... No wonder relations are not as good as they should have been. So that's it. That's the film, man.
Yeah.
What a crazy film.
It made even less sense than the second one.
Oh, I know. Yeah, if you thought the second one made no sense, this definitely made no sense.
Each subsequent movie makes less and less sense.
Yeah, man. Like, the second one was almost still trying to be serious.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of why I took points away from it, because I was like, it's there's some really good parts about it, but there was also just kind of like really bad because it was trying to be serious.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas 3 and number 4, which we'll review soon, those are just like, we're just here to make a buck. We're here for you to enjoy action scenes and to laugh. And they get the job done. So out of 10 Van Damme splits, what would you give this?
I enjoyed it. I probably didn't enjoy it as much as the second one. Although the choreography was excellent, as per usual. It was very funny, too.
Yeah.
So on the basis of like so bad it's good, I'd probably give it a solid 7.
Yeah. It almost is like these have to be a different scale.
Yeah. Like if I were giving it like, legitimate film critique, I'd probably give it like maybe a 4.5.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, that's the kind of hard part about it. Yeah, I would...
the music was good, though.
Yeah, I would definitely watch this again.
I would. It was hilarious. Like,
it was
if you enjoy really silly movies like Dead Heat or other movies that just don't take themselves seriously as an action film, then this would be right up your alley.
It's right up your alley. Yeah, I would give it a 7 too. I don't know. It was so bad. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was just so ridiculous, and the fight choreography was really good in it too.
Yes.
So yeah, awesome.
Hell yeah.
Moving on to trivia. There's a lot of trivia for this movie. This is what saddens me, man. It's like All these like really terrible sequels get all this trivia in the Van Damme's films after.
Oh, just like
Street
it was
Fighter.
filmed in Eastern Europe.
Yeah, exactly.
It starred this person.
Yeah. Oh, did you know that the same initials of this director are what's in the film? And it's like, what? I don't care. All right. Filming the scene in which the characters of Lauren and Keith discover the body of Joseph Campanella was trying. According to writer Keith Strandberg, Avedon improvised so much that Vitale had difficulty acting his part. When the director and crew appealed to Avedon to stick to the script, he grew frustrated and shouted at the crew in anger. What a dick.
Yeah.
Like, do you really have any say? I mean, his acting is so bad.
It was horrible.
Keith Vitale's character, Casey Alexander, has a plaster cast on his arm throughout the entire movie. This was because Keith actually broke his arm in the audition for the movie.
Oh.
The whole plaster cast bit was used throughout the movie and explained in the beginning. He apparently hurt his arm in the bank robbery scene.
When he blocked the bullet to save the... that makes sense.
Keith Vitale throughout the film would be very easy, and as a film fighter, only trained approximately 1 month for the role.
Really?
Lauren Avedon, on the other hand, took it very seriously and trained for 4 to 6 hours a day for 6 months.
Wow.
He worked very hard to get ready for the movie, as can be seen when comparing his physique in it to that of the one in No Retreat, No Surrender 2, which was filmed just a year before it. That's crazy, because I thought they both did a good job.
Yeah.
The second picture of a 3-picture deal lead actor Lauren Avedon had signed up to do since the original actor Kurt McKinney had declined his role in the previous installment, No Retreat, No Surrender 2. Writer-producer Keith W. Strandberg did not enjoy working with director Lucas Lowe. Lowe, at last-minute replacement for Corey Wen, favored a highly improvisational style of production that played havoc with Strandberg's script.
Oh, I can imagine.
It makes sense. While casting for the terrorist supporting roles was taking place, a traffic accident occurred outside of the rehearsal lot when a woman rear-ended the driver in front of her, after which he got out of his car and physically threatened her. The terrorist came to the woman's aid, after which the man apologized and drove away. Could you imagine?
There's a psycho throwing lawn darts at me.
Oh man. Oh.
That's amazing. That's some of the best trivia we've ever heard.
Yeah, dude. A rendering ink sketch of the late Bruce Lee is seen in one of the rooms within shots at John Alexander's home, featuring film debut of Asaf Manvi.
Say it with confidence, and people just assume you're pronouncing it correctly.
If anyone knows anything about the show besides our love for Van Damme, it is my inability to pronounce people's names correctly. David actually had to tell me how to say his last name too. Like, I think beforehand he's like, "Hey, it's like soup, except with the TR in it." And I was like, "Oh, okay, all right." I still butcher
David
it, so.
Suptra.
Oh, you said there's a TR in it. Oh man, yeah. So there's a climactic speed chase sequence by actor Loren on motorbike in the film. This was the second time a similar sequence happens in No Retreat, No Surrender movie. That's when Lauren's character, Scott Wilde, is fleeing from police on motorbike in No Retreat, No Surrender 2.
Oh yeah.
And last, the warning spoilers part of the trivia. The final scene where Will and Casey lastly bury the hatchet before the walk out of the hangar would have never been shot. In Keith Strandberg's initial screenplay, the film did not end with two brothers in friendship. Lauren personally insisted and pleaded with director Lucas Lowe that the film was about brothers and that they needed to be friends again to complete the story. Lucas Lowe responded saying, "Okay, I'll give you one take. If it wasn't for this, the film would not have had a happy ending."
Wow.
That's so weird.
That is weird. Could you imagine? That would have been a totally different movie.
Yeah,
like,
man.
"Oh, fuck you. I'm out of here." Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how would you end that?
Just like angrily shaking their fists and walking in two different directions.
Hey, it's about time that you retreat and surrender. Thus ending.
Yep. See, it would have almost been better using the titular line.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Because you heard it so many. Well, I guess they used it so many times in the first one. It kind of made up for the lack of usage of the sequels.
All the rest of them, yeah, seriously. Because they were kind of like, hey, we should just... I bet you it was originally just like, we're calling this movie Blood Brothers. And then they're like, oh, this is shit. Just say it's part of the No Retreat, No Surrender catalog. Especially when you had the same actor playing in number 2 and number 3, totally different roles. All right, moving on to the quotes. A handful of quotes here, too. Casey, to one of the bank robbers after defeating his group. "This is the kind of American you're up against, and why you don't stand a chance, you asshole."
You delivered it better than he did.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I must be an even worse actor because I was trying to not. Casey, to Will. Looks like we're going on a different sort of hunting trip. I forgot about that one. Casey. Not only do you have no witnesses, but everyone thinks you saved the president. Aderon. Exactly. Will. It stinks! Will. The only thing we had in common together is dead. Will. My brother is nothing like you. Aderon. Clocks shotgun. Your brother is dead. Franco. Things have come full circle for the Alexander family. Oh!
Oh, man.
I will not kill you, but I will cause you great pain. Will. I want action! Casey. Come on, Will. I don't think you're a failure. Just a little strange. Will. What do you mean? Casey. It's the man's birthday, and you show up in a Khrushchev's jacket?
I don't know what's better, the dialogue or the delivery.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, their delivery. Like, you think I'm joking around. That's
exactly how they're delivering their lines.
Franco, the test is over. You were right. He is a warrior. A true fighter. He stays. Russo, Franklin's henchman. Franco! He works for the government. I recognize him. Is he right? Jesse? Your man is wrong. My men are never wrong. There's always a first time, and this is it. And that's it. That was
beautiful.
That was it. So, thank you guys so much. That was No Retreat, No Surrender 3. Up next, we are doing No Retreat, No Surrender 4. The king of the kickboxers.
And the acting in this movie outshines all the others.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
holy shit.
And you know, we can't go without saying, if you enjoy what we do, please rate us 5 stars on your favorite podcatcher app. We are also on Patreon at patreon.com/podbros. If you love Van Damme and you love what we do and you want to help support us keep the lights on in our studio, go to patreon.com/podbros. We have a tier there with a super secret episode in which you'll really love it. Well, I already got some quotes on it because people absolutely loved it. And,
oh, yeah.
Lee, shout outs to Lee, who was our first patron. He said it was everything that he wanted.
That just makes it all worthwhile.
I might have put words in his mouth, but it was something like that. He said he thoroughly did enjoy it, though. So I appreciate that as well. So also, I can't just give this away. You don't want to give us donations, but you do like shopping on Amazon for No Retreat, No Surrender 2, 3, and 4, which I'm sure is probably like a $5 bargain bin DVD.
Along with merchandise.
Go to Pod Bros, click on our Amazon link. It does not add anything extra to your order, but it helps us out, and we thank those that already do that. Okay, that about wraps it up. Once again, honestly, thank you all for your warm wishes and well wishes. It was absolutely wonderful. And with that being said, I am John.
And I am Jeff.
And you have been listening to another episode of the Jean Pod Van Dam Cast. Now, Jeff, let's go kill some terrorist organizations, if that is your real name.
Well, if it isn't the Alexander boys. And I see you've found my friend Franco. How very nice.
Things have come full circle for the Alexander family. Jack, may I have the honor?
Oh, yeah. I plan to kill him.